Hello, Whiskers. Sorry I'm a minute late here, but try to get everything going, and I've got a chameleon who's not happy with me right now because I'm having to syringe feed her. Anyway, she's slowly gaining her strength back. Anywho, hello, Miss Serenity. How are you, love? Give a few minutes. There were a few people that posted on there, so I'm gonna give a couple of minutes. Hi, sweetie. Hello, Miss Mary Beth. Good to see you both on here. Just trying to give a couple of minutes. Let me know if the music in the background is too loud. Kind of trying to go with just straight sounds instead of actual music with lyrics in the background because I've gotten in trouble with Facebook a couple of times. Go figure. So, try not to be in trouble with Facebook. Since we know how they like to just, ban people on a whim. Jail, put them in Facebook jail or whatever that is. Anywho, if it is too loud or distracting, just let me know. And I'll just turn it off. No big deal. Trying to give a couple of minutes. Hello, Miss Chelsea. Is it Chelsea or Chelsea? Yeah. Maybe it's just the way it's spelled, but I'm reading it. I have a friend who it's spelled the same way, but she says it's Chelsea. So. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. It's kind of a relaxing day for me. Yay. Because Miss Brandy's on here also. Nice. Good to see you. Even though I had to work, there wasn't a lot to do in the house, so I was able to get that done yesterday. So today was not a house cleaning day, yay. So it's just kind of been a take care of me kind of day, I got to do my face mask. I got to sit in the massage chair for a little bit, which I really needed, especially in my feet. Like I said, when I started, take care of the chameleons. I've got to syringe feed one of them, so for now, till she gets a little bit better. Clean my fish tank. Yeah, I've been a little busy, but a me day, no matter what. It's all a me day. I enjoy those kind of days. I don't get to do them often either, so it's nice. I think next, after I do this live, it's on to my plants. Maybe try to get some of them ready for spring. Okay, well, it's almost 5 after, and I don't want to take up too much of everybody's time, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hey, so today I want to go over flowers for the witch's garden. Now, these are flowers that most of them I have in my garden, and these are flowers that I was raised with having in my garden. So yeah, it's cleaning nesting day for me. I'm losing them. I'm watching my 2 daughter-in-laws going through that right now, and hey, been there, done that. I understand how it is. It's just a step that we go through. You'll be all right. You'll get through it. Hi, Miss Gina. I hope that you're feeling well, hun. Sending you strength, absolutely, and healing. I hope you get better. Waves. Hi, honey. Okay, so I'm going to jump right into the live so I don't continue to take too much of everybody's day. As a witch, our gardens are filled with magical plants like herbs, vines, vegetables, fruits, trees, and flowers. Gina says, as best I can with the situation. You got this, honey. You're going to heal up and freaking be ripping through everything in no time. I know it. So there are so so many flowers that can give us those extra magical properties. And just growing flowers in our garden, it's really magical in itself. Sitting or walking through your garden, you notice new growth, new flower buds, and it's like a constant reminder of growth and change. And by paying attention to the flowers in your garden, you also have more of a openness to align yourself with the changing of the seasons. At least that's how I see it. So what you choose to put in your garden is entirely up to you. Let the spirits of the land and your intuition totally guide you. But today I want to go over a short list. It's not a very long list of magical flowers to plant in your garden and my reasons why. So we're going to start off with many people's favorites. Number one, roses. So obviously this isn't surprising, right? Everyone loves roses. Not everyone, actually. I don't. I have a couple of rose bushes that came with the house, and I'm really struggling with wanting to take them out because I don't like rose bushes. I never have. Every house I've ever owned, I've always taken them out. So, but anyway, that's my own thing, and I have no problem. I love rose water, but my daughter has quite a few rose bushes at her house, and she makes rose water, and I just get it from her. Works for me. But it is chrysanthemums. They are my absolute favorites. And calla lilies, yes, gorgeous also. I like chrysanthemums. They're a pretty flower. As for the roses, there's so many different types and sizes that it's really hard not to find a fit for you or for your area or even your personality. Just not a fan, but that's okay. They've got a long history as the flower of love and commonly used in love spells. They are very fragrant. Other magical properties include luck, friendship, protection, and happiness. And they also have medicinal applications like aiding in inflammation and regulating menstruation cycles. Being antibacterial and antiviral, roses do serve a purpose. Harvest the rose hips for tea, which I do get those for my daughter also. Herbal baths, cordials, desserts. There's so many things you could do with roses. Harvest the petals and buds for decorative baking, simmer pots, and so many different types of spells. And you don't have to just use red or pink for love spells. If you're not into the red or the pink, go with what's good for you, right? Choose colors that fit you and let them do their magic. The thorns, those are also very helpful. Carefully remove them and add them to your witch bottles and jars. Thorns are amazing in spells. So that's my first one. My second one is foxglove. It is a beautiful, beautiful flower. We see foxglove in a lot of old cottage gardens and in the wild. They're just an amazing plant that grows wild also. Foxglove is a fairy flower and invites the fae to come and play. It's also used in fairy rituals. The dew collected from foxglove can be used in ritual to communicate with the fae, and the leaves help break fairy enchantments. Comes in many colors, but the most popular are pink, purple, and white. I have some black ones, and I just love how they look. The green with the black is just a huge pop when it comes to those two colors together. Now keep in mind that foxglove is poisonous in certain quantities, so please don't ingest it. Or rub it on your skin, or be in an enclosed area and burning it. An old saying about foxglove goes, it can raise the dead and kill the living. So keep this away from your kids and your pets. My next one that I have is moonflower. I'm gonna get these guys going today, some for me, and I see you, I'm still at work. Okay, I won't say nothing. Anyway, I'm gonna get these moonflowers going, started in my little greenhouse, for some for me and some for my aunt. I'm not sure where I want them to go in the rocks in the front of my house, but that's why I'm going to start them this way instead of just dropping the seeds between the rocks. Anyway, moonflower it's also known as the witch's vine, and it's a perennial vine. In the southern regions of the U.S. and everywhere else, it's considered an annual. It really depends on what the temperature does here if I get it to be an annual or a perennial. These ones that I got are annuals. They say they're annuals, but I've had some annuals, some versions of them come back the following year. So we'll see what these guys do, you know. And it doesn't take long for them to bloom. They're actually grow and bloom really quickly. Let's see. Let it climb on a trellis or a fence. In my case, I'm going to let it go up and over the rocks. Got a bunch of just red lava rock the whole front yard. And, you know, we can't afford to landscape it right now. So that's what I'm going to use the moonflower for, is to basically let it just cover that lava rock. Nobody climbs up or down there anyway, so why not just make it pretty? Anyway, moonflower opens its blooms at night, giving it its name. And it's a very fragrant flower and attracts hummingbirds, moths, so many different pollinating insects. The bees absolutely love it. And because the flower blooms at night, you'll want to harvest it before dawn if you're going to harvest it. It's very fragrant. So metaphysically, and like in teas and stuff like that, the flower induces psychic abilities, visions, spirit voices, dream magic, inspiring lust and desire, shape-shifting, occult mysteries, transformation, and aids in Esbat rituals. Moonflower also connects to the fairy realm, specifically those that are most active at night. So then we go on to sunflower, and I'm also getting ready to throw these guys in the ground. I got two different kinds because I couldn't decide, so I'm going to put these two up. Sunflower. So we just went over moonflower. Now let's go to the opposite end of the spectrum, right? And grow sunflowers. Grow it right next to your moonflower. This way you'll, those beautiful big stalks for your sunflowers, the moonflower will also grow up those stalks. And, oh God, it makes an amazingly beautiful fence. Oh, no worries, Ronette. We've always got rewatching, right? I'm glad to see you this Sunday. And then at the same time, you've got flowers that represent both the sun and the moon. I mean, we're witches, right? Why not use flowers that represent um, the energies and the elements and things that help to move and mold us, right? You know, I love to put them together and have areas where they're not together and where they're together, and I can't get enough of those two, hence why I'm wanting to start now. Anywho, so you do plant them, your seeds in the spring. We're kind of having a false spring right now, but next thing you know, summer's going to be here before I'm ready. Harvest the petals for simmer pots, mojo bags, herbal offerings, teas, soaps, candles. Oh, they just, that vibrant yellow or orange is just so nice to add to those things. And they do have a good flavor to them. Sky's the limit on this one, basically, is what I'm saying. And to top it off, bees and butterflies love them. When they're getting done at the end of the year, I have a lot of blue jays in the area, and they come down and they take the seeds. We've had a couple of ground squirrels climb up the stalks and take the seeds. Well, if they want them and need them, they can have them. Magical properties of the sunflowers include fertility, happiness, luck, and loyalty. Medicinally, sunflowers can be used to reduce inflammation and to even treat coughs. Okay, so my next flower, number 5, is passion flower. It is a perennial in the southern U.S. and tropical regions. And this flower is a pretty magical plant. It smells absolutely amazing, attracts bees and butterflies, and has both medicinal and edible properties. The fruits are edible, and the leaves and flowers are medicinal. It's a climbing vine, so give it something to crawl up, a fence, trellis, or something like that. They are a beautiful flower, aren't they? And as for the flower and the leaves and stems even, they promote emotional balance, peace, attracts friendship, and prosperity. So, yay. My next one is one of my husband's favorites, and I do like putting it in the garden. I love its meanings, is the hollyhock. They are a big stalk flower in the mallow or hibiscus family. They are perennial in hot climates and annuals in cooler climates. So I do have to replant them every year. Make sure to give these guys lots of space because they like to grow pretty tall, and they can get up to like 7 feet, depending on their exposure to the sun, or lack thereof, I guess, for my backyard. It is a beautiful and hardy plant also. Hollyhocks attract abundance, prosperity, and happiness. Their symbolism, and this is one of my favorite things about them, is their symbolism includes the cycle of life, rebirth, and fertility. I just love hollyhocks, and I see why they're one of my husband's favorites. He just loves them. So, number 7 that I have for you is pentas, or also called Egyptian star clusters. So, these plants, they don't handle frost well, but they grow very well in subtropical climates. In hot climates, they grow best in part shade, and in cooler climates, they need more sun. So if you do want to plant these and you're in cooler areas, what I've had to do is I put them where they're gonna get their sun, but in the summertime they get shade from one of the nearby trees. And then in the wintertime, because they do come back in this area, in the winter, well, they seed themselves out. In the wintertime, I cover them. I just, most of my plants that I have to cover, they don't need much to keep them away from the frost. So I just use old sheets and they work wonderful. I use it for my vegetables that I'm not ready to harvest all of them in the, fall going into winter. And I'm able to extend my harvesting season a little bit that way. So anyway, the flowers are so tiny. Oh, I wish I could grow those here. They just don't like the dryness and temperature fluctuation. Yeah. I mean, I know that we get cold here, but you get a lot colder in your area, and I don't know if they'd handle it. I'm gonna have to look that up and find out and see how they would do. Let's see. I lost track of my. There goes that squirrel syndrome again. Okay, so the tiny flowers grow on bushy green stems and feed pollinators of all kinds. They love these little flowers. They're beautiful, they're hardy. They are hardy. Maybe not for the extremely cold areas. Try blanketing them. Maybe that'll help. Harvest the buds for spell ingredients. Spells that have to do with Egyptian magic, for sure. Star magic, beauty, love, and steadfastness. Okay. My next one, lavender. I know. Another shocker, right? We're getting lavender. Lavender is essential, though, for your garden. And it's essential for so many reasons. It's edible. It's aromatic. Use the buds in soaps, baths, candles, oils, incense, sachets, teas, baking. I could go on. There's so many things that you could use lavender for. But I think you guys get the point. It is such a magical plant. And, I kind of preaching to the choir here when it comes to what lavender can be used for. But we've got love, self-care, relaxation, lust even, healing, devotion, purity, grace, prosperity. And when lavender, when given as a gift, it symbolizes new adventures and opportunities. So, I mean, yeah, good giveaway, right? Anyway, jasmine. That's my next one, jasmine. Sorry, my pants were biting. So, I can't grow jasmine here. Oh, I wish I could so badly. I grew up with my Nana in Southern Cal. She always had jasmine climbing up a trellis outside her kitchen window. And whenever she was in the kitchen, open that window and you just smell that beautiful, sweet scent, and it was just, I got a lot of memories with jasmine. I'm partial to jasmine, but it also has its place in our magical arsenal. I absolutely believe it does. It's a perennial vine. It grows in warmer climates. I can't get it here or get it to grow here. It can be grown in colder climates, but it really needs the extra care that I just can't give to it right now. It's so fragrantly strong that on a breezy day, your neighbors can even smell it. Add jasmine to floor washes and sweeps, teas, incense, simmer pots, bath, poppets, spell jars, you name it, put it in there. And the reason I say is its magical properties, it's such an amazing flower, include things like love, confidence, prosperity, divination, passion, healing, prophecy, spiritual love, friendship, and clarity. And that's just a small list. So, you know, it's just an amazing flower. One day I'll have time to be able to really take care of it, because I've tried the blanketing thing with the sheet, and it's not quite enough. It doesn't do it for it. So, anywho, okay, so my number 10 is hibiscus, another absolutely beautiful flower. It's a perennial, and it's part of the mallow family, and it's very well known for its bright colors and fruity flavors. I love hibiscus. Harvest the roselle, the flower, for teas and baths. Its strong flavor is said to induce lust. Hibiscus properties include passion, beauty, marriage, dreams, divination, and lust. Medicinally, it's been used to lower blood pressure and boost liver health. Can't go wrong with that one, right? And then my last flower, I love hibiscus. Yes, it is a beautiful flower runner. My last flower, originally I didn't have this on my list, and I was like, nope, I have to add it. I have a lot of marigolds. You know, it's just a little thing. It helps to throw balance in your garden. And then, okay, so here's what I wrote about it. No annual flower out there is more cheerful and easier to grow than a marigold. They're bright, beautiful little flowers. And they're often linked to power and strength of the sun, and represent not just the power and strength of the sun, but they also represent power and strength and the light that lives within you. I just recently found out last summer, and I planted a bunch along the fence, is because we live in an area where we get rattlesnakes. I don't want the snakes coming into my yard, and I don't want one of my dogs to get bitten. So I planted marigold, and it really helped last summer. I'm going to put more this year with keeping the snakes away. I've always planted them in my garden, like my vegetable garden. I'll put one or two down at the base of my tomato plants, my pepper plants, my chili pepper plants. Because I eat a lot of red chili flakes. I just do. I love them. And anyway, I plant them in my vegetable garden because they also help to keep the bugs away. I found that by, just one in each mound of my peppers, my different types of peppers and my tomatoes, and my tomatillos, that I don't get nearly as many bugs with them. They just help keep them away. I love it. I was gonna say, wasn't it you, Ronette, that sent Crystal the hibiscus? That's what I thought. So, anywho, those are my go-tos. There's so many more flowers out there and plants, and you definitely want to go with what's for you, and what works for you and your area. What works for you personally, what works for your area, what colors you want to always be, look outside and see. Flowers that make you happy. I mean, come on. A happy witch is a successful witch, right? I'm not one of those that says, you know, happy wife, happy life. No, no, no. Happy witch, successful witch. That's what I like to say. Dragon's Breath is my favorite for planting. The red is just stunning. I love Dragon's Breath. It's absolutely gorgeous. Really hard to get around here, so the only time that I could get it is if I order seeds online. Can't get it around here. It's just not common. People don't care for it. I don't know why, but oh well. That's okay. One of my other that I like to plant is carpet thyme. And I don't use that one in my teas or anything like that, but in my walking paths in my garden, I like to plant the carpet thyme because when you step on it, it just smells absolutely amazing. You come in the house, everything smells like thyme because it's all over your shoes, right? And the itty bitty flowers are just so beautiful and dainty. I love them. But whether you have a green thumb or a black thumb, a couple of flowers outside, I firmly do believe, really does help with connecting you to the earth, the universe, the elements. And I do believe that it helps you to align with the season. And every time I see a new sprout or a new bloom, or I get so excited, and it just constantly reminds me of life cycles and rebirth. And I love being reminded of that all the time. And, you know, the fragrances and everything. Every single flower out there, poisonous or not, has a reason, you know? So other than Dragon's Breath for Crystal, does anybody else have any other favorites that they like to add to their gardens, or even inside, you know, because some of us can't do gardens outside and do indoor gardens. I think I'm going to try a little bit of both this year. We'll see if I can get away with it. I do have some Dragon's Breath seed coming, so we'll see if they'll take off for me. Oh, wrong hand. I'm gonna block everybody, or block myself from everybody. I know one of the other flowers that I absolutely love to plant outside is my stargazer lilies. But I have to be careful where those go, because Jax, my younger healer, likes to eat at them. And though they're not poisonous to dogs like they are to cats, and I don't have any cats, we don't even have stray cats up in my area up here. But that's probably because we have cougars literally right on the other side of the fence, and then come in the yard whenever they want. Anywho, so I don't put the lilies in the back where my dog can get to them. Like I said, even though they're not as poisonous to dogs as they are to cats, if he eats too many, that could really hurt him. And we don't want to take that chance. Biggie. Big, huh? Oh, Shasta, what are you nosing me for? Hey, lay down. Let me see here. Like my night lilies, but I have to watch the cats that roam the neighborhood. It stops them for digging. Oh, nice. Mullein, wormwood, morning glories, daffodils, poppies, and yarrow. We have poppies that grow here wild, and especially the California poppy, of course, you know, go figure. Wormwort, gotcha. Poppies, for some reason, well, California poppy, for some reason, if you try to grow it, they're not going to grow. They're like, screw you. But if you let the wind take off at the seeds, they're going to grow whenever they want, wherever they want. So we do have a lot of poppies that have chosen their own place, and I let them do their thing. Daffodils, I love daffodils. Morning glories, oh, just beautiful plants. And yeah, I wish I could do yarrow here, but it gets too cold, and it dies off. So I could grow it. If I want a little bit of yarrow at a time, I could grow it in the summer, but I have to grow it in the shade because in the peak of summer it's too hot for it. So, but like I said, I think that's why I really want to kind of try an indoor and outdoor flower garden and see what I can do. Let's see. So, Crystal, you say that the night lilies helps to keep the cats from digging? Or they like to dig in the night lilies? Huh. I'm sure you'll tell me. Yeah, my lilies go in the front. I like the stargazers. I like the giant whites. I just recently got some black lilies. I don't know what those ones are actually called. And some tiger lilies. I want to put the black lilies and the tiger lilies together. So, one of the things that I have an overabundance of that came with the house is iris. And I think I have a friend of mine who absolutely loves the irises. And so I think I'm going to let her come and take them because the deer like to come on my yard and eat them in my front yard. And they're pretty, but I don't know. I might let her come and take them because she's got a fenced in, real tall fenced yard, and she loves irises anyway. And she has probably every variety you can imagine. So, anybody else have any other plants that they love to, like their favorites? Huh. So weird how this does this sometimes. We were just looking at black lilies yesterday. Aren't they so pretty? I noticed that I'm starting to add more black into my garden. And I'm working, one of my absolute favorites is hydrangeas, but I really haven't researched what good they are for metaphysical or medical. I really haven't dug into it, but that is one of my favorite flowers. But I'm trying to add more black flowers to my garden. Yep, I have the lilies. I have planted the bulbs in the spring before and gotten them in the summer, but usually if I plant them in the spring, I won't get all of them. But if I'll get, just leave them in the ground, and the following summer they'll all come up. But I found that I have better first year production if I put the bulbs in the fall. Let them go dormant and then let them come to life again. So there are some amazing black tulips and irises. I mean, adding, like with the irises, adding height and depth and to your garden also gives it an absolutely amazing visual appeal. So, and I have seen like the almost black roses, like dark. I got your Goth garden hooked up. Thank you. I am adding more and more black, and I really do like it. I'm also starting to add more pops of orange, like the tiger lilies, and I just love it. Never seen. We're limited here, zone 3 for hardiness. but still have beautiful gardens. Well, maybe limited, but you can go in an overabundance of those limits. Zone 3. I'm trying to think, because we're 7. But, so is Zone 3 considered like too hot for some of the plants? And then I wonder if you just give them shade, did that help? I don't know the zones very well. I'd have to actually look that one up to see about the hardiness, you know. But anyway, I'm glad that you guys still get beautiful gardens, though. That's a good thing. Well, I really don't want to just sit here quiet. Oh, cold and short growing season. I got you. That part sucks. So it's plant everything you can, hurry up, because you're going to have to harvest it all soon. That would be hard. Maybe an indoor garden. Try it out. Anywho, I really don't want to take too much of everybody's time. Unless we have some more questions, I could stay on here, but I also don't want to sit here silently on y'all. That's just me. And Miss Gina, if you have any other goth flowers that you're interested in sharing, and I don't mean like seed sharing, I mean like information sharing. Oh yes, pass it on, please. Do a lot of starters inside for that reason. Yep. That's why I'm going to start my moonflower inside. It's too cold for them right now, but we're going to start them inside and get them outside. That, and they're not all staying here. Some of them are going to my aunt's. She already has her trellis and location ready. But anywho, I think I'm going to continue my personal day and relax, and got a couple of craft projects I want to work on, and I have to feed the chameleon. She's going to be mad at me and hate me. So what did, uh-oh. Trying to open Eva's. Came in a little late, catch the replay, but where I came into, I have to say that an indoor garden is a great idea for those with no indoor space. Just convinced my friend to do pots since she can't do it indoor. Yes. I do like doing the indoor gardens whenever I can. Oh, Jessie. The chameleon, she's not a baby. She's an adult, but she's not, she doesn't have any parasites or anything like that. I think she just got overly stressed, so she's not eating or drinking, so I'm having to syringe feed her, and she's very slowly gaining her strength back. Just trying to make her be more comfortable and get food in her, and I think that'll help the stress go away. So, not a baby though. I think she just came to me stressed. So, which, speaking of, maybe next time I'll have to show y'all the chameleons. Karma got 2 new girls. Destiny and Fate are their names. And Fate is the one we're babying right now. Thank you. I'm sure she will. She is getting better already. Let's see. Open. Okay. On that note, thank you, ladies. I hope everybody has an absolutely wonderful remainder to their Sunday. I'm going to go take care of Miss Fate. Have an awesome day, everybody. Love you. Many blessings.